Hello everybody, it's JP Brex, and today I'll be showing you my latest mock, being the Battle of Hoth. And you basically have the rebels in the little trench kind of towards the left of the mock, and then you have the Empire with some snow troopers coming in on the right, invading the base. But we'll start off with the rebels side, and then we'll move on to the Empire side. So when you look at the left side, there's a bunch of studs showing because when towards the left side of the rebel base, that's kind of where they walk around and move around. So there's kind of studs showing them that they kind of messed up the snow, and it's not as flat as the right side where they haven't really walked on. So you can see just some bunch of different snow studs or whatever. There's some snow falling off of the mock in some areas. There's a little crate here, and then there's another crate back here with some snow coming on it on the side. There's a little pipe coming out of the crate and it's going into the side of the little trench. And then in the back, it's kind of on a little mountain. You have this Hoth dish turret right there, and that's a pretty simple build, but it looks pretty cool in my opinion. You have the turret in the front, and then you have the dish part in the top, and then it kind of tried to make it circular with just the bricks, because I didn't have a lot of circular gray bricks, so I kind of made it as circular as I could get it with just tiles and slopes. And you could kind of see it sloping a little bit with some different angles on the side and the front, and then it kind of curves up to the minifigure. And this is just a minifigure that I just made. Pretty simple design for that figure. And then he's just standing on that stud right there, and you could see the visor right there, right here for the dish turret. So that's where he's kind of looking out to fire at the Empire. But that's the dish turret right there, and then there's just a bunch of different snow details with slopes and stuff. And there's also a little wire or rope or whatever going through most of the rebels side. It's kind of going it back there into the trench. And to make the trench, I kind of made these slope pieces. I'll take this figure off and show you. It's basically just like these slope pieces, and then I just made it sit in there, and it fits pretty good and tight. And you just leave it like that to kind of make it look get that angle that I really wanted, because I didn't want to just make the bricks come up. I tried to make it a little bit of an angle going up, but you could see the little mat with some snow and gray kind of where they walk on. And there's also a little crate here which has just some blasters in there for the rebels. And it kind of goes back. You have 3 rebel troopers here fighting the Empire. You have this little commander guy here, and then you have another trooper here with a longer weapon, and I just added that to give it some more detail, that Technic pin. And then you have a trooper back here which just got shot by the snow trooper back there, and he's kind of going flying. I kind of made him a little bit higher with that clear translucent piece. But then here you have the ground of where the Empire is coming in, and it's kind of flat. Like I said before, it's not studded off like this. It's kind of flat since nobody's really walking there. And you could see the trail from the snow troopers. You could see some trail here, and there's also a trail back here from this snow trooper, and he's kind of curving in from that way. And then you also have this trooper right here, which has this turret, this big turret, and that is a pretty simple build. You could kind of look. I used some antenna pieces for the legs, and then I just added a turret or weapon on top. And it sits in those 3 studs right there. You could see those 3 studs, and it kind of just fits in there pretty well. If I could get it, there we go. I'll move this guy, but so you could see it a little bit better. But that's kind of how I did it. It just sits in 3 studs with the holes in it, so it kind of fits in it. And there's just a bunch of different techniques or slopes pieces with some studs. There's curves, trying to make the snow a little bit different and not all just flat. But you could also see in the back there's a little mountain here with most of it being covered in the snow, but you could see some of the rock part of the mountain showing a little bit. But that's really it for this mock. Pretty simple build, nothing too crazy. There were some kind of different techniques that I used with the trench. Also, this being studs not the studs being like laid down, or the bricks instead of up, trying to make that as flat as possible, because I didn't have enough tile, so I kind of used those flat to make it flat, and it lines up with the studs on the side, which was pretty good. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little mock. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.